Hi everyone, is my voice audible?
Yes, hi.
Okay, so yesterday we have completed our module number 10 that is related to servers, and today we are going to see with module number 11 that is related to testing. So in this module, I am going to explain all testing concepts, like we will cover what is the testing, then we will see what are the different types of testing and what are the different areas of testing. Then I will explain what is regression testing, positive testing, negative testing, and after that I will show as a glance like how the testers are going to prepare these test cases and test plans, and I will show you one real-time test cases. Okay, all these concepts. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We have, yeah, now we can.
Yeah, sorry, there was a power cut. So all these concepts I am going to explain you from BA perspective, not from tester perspective. Okay, as a BA, what kind of knowledge you should have related to testing, in that perspective I am going to explain. Okay, now first to tell about testing, first we need to know about quality management. So whenever you are going to purchase a particular product or service, you are going to see two things in that. What are those means? Quality of that particular product and price of that particular product. Okay, so when there is heavy competition in the market, so this quality is going to act as a market differentiator. Okay, that means let us take a particular product. Assume that the product is in much demand and that product is available in three brands. Say brand A, brand B, brand C. So brand A is of $5, brand B is of $6, and brand C is of $7. So when you go with a status or everything, generally people will think that okay, brand C is of $7 and it will have a good quality and they will purchase that. Now, in case if brand A, which is of $5, is having a good quality, definitely the people are going to purchase brand A. So that is nothing but quality market differentiator. Okay, so all the people like businessmen, manufacturers, producers, distributors, they will try to maintain quality in their products and services in order to have a good place in the market or in order to increase their standards in the market. So for this purpose, they are going to use two techniques. One is quality control and second one is quality assurance. So both these techniques ensures that they are going to meet the prescribed standards for each and every product and service. So if I say standard, what is a standard means? Standard defines the process and procedure in order to assist the quality in each and every organization, in every aspect of the organization. Okay, so it defines the policies and procedures to in order to assist to maintain the quality for every organization. So each and every company will have different standards. Some companies are going to follow ISO, International Standard Organization standards, and some companies will be following TQM, Total Quality Management standards, and some companies will define their own internal and external standards. But we are going to work with IT companies, and we are going to follow CMMI standards. Okay. Now, let me explain what is quality control and what is quality assurance. So, what is quality control means adhering the stakeholders to follow the standards. Whatever we have prescribed for a particular product or service is nothing but quality control. That means we will make habituate to the stakeholders to follow the standards which we have prescribed. So the companies which follow this technique will have quality manual. Okay. So this quality manual explains, it focuses more on quality aspects of each focuses more on quality aspects of each and every organization, and it will have the rules like what are the standards that we need to describe for each and every product. Okay. So the people who are working with these companies, they should know what is quality manual and what it contains. Then next comes to quality assurance. Quality assurance is a broad practice which we are going to do to maintain the quality in every aspect of the product. So there will be a team called as quality assurance team, which will be working continuously with different efforts to maintain the quality. So apart from quality assurance team, there will be a other team called as quality process team. So this team mainly focus how to improve the quality in the process. Okay. Then even though the companies have many roles and responsibilities, so their main responsibility is to improve the services which are with good quality. So for this purpose, they will be using different tools from simple to complex. Okay. And some companies, what they do is they will train their quality analysts and get them certified so that they can show to the client saying that we have certified quality analyst. Okay. So this is the importance which we are going to give for a quality in a project. Okay. Now coming to testing, can anyone say what is the testing? Any guesses? What do you mean by testing?
To check if the product is right, the project is like going in right direction.
Okay.
To validate that we have met the requirement for the client.
Okay. Okay. So testing is nothing but checking the that is testing the system, checking the system and its components at different levels with an intention to see if all the requirements are fulfilled or not. Okay. So testing the system and its components at different levels with an intention to see if all the requirements are fulfilled or not. So that is nothing but testing. Okay. So why we are going to do testing means there are three reasons which I have explained earlier. So to identify if there are any bugs in the code which is developed by the developers, and second one is to see if any requirements are missing, and third one is to check if the process is flowing in a proper way or not. So for these three reasons we are going to do testing. And when we are going to do testing, so doing testing depends upon the SDLC method we follow. So if you are doing a project under sequential methodology, we will do testing in testing phase. If you do a project under iterative methodology, we will do testing in each and every module. So in this way, it depends. Now, who are going to participate in testing? So in testing, there will be testers, there will be end users, there will be developers, and there will be project manager or BA. So these are the people who are going to participate in testing. Okay. Then how many types of testings are there? So broadly classified, we have two types of testings. First one is manual testing. Second one is system testing. So this system testing is also known as automated testing or test automation. Okay. Now let us see what is manual testing and what is system testing. So first, manual testing in the sense, in this process, we are going to do testing manually. Okay. So we are not going to use any testing tool or any testing report to execute. So we will be doing everything manual. That means here the tester is going to take the role of end user, and then he will be testing the systems, functionalities and everything manually with giving inputs and checking if proper output is coming or not. Okay. So that is nothing but manual testing. So here the tester is going to use different testing documents like text plans, text scenarios, text cases, and he will be doing different types of testings like unit testing, integration testing, system testing, ad hoc testing, all these things. Okay. Then next one is automated testing. So automated testing is also known as system testing or automated testing or test automation. Okay. So in this process, we are going to do testing with the help of some softwares or testing tools. That means here the tester is going to write the testing scripts and he will execute these testing scripts with the help of some testing tools. That is nothing but doing automation to the manual process. So in automation testing, whatever the test cases we have done manually, it will be tested repeatedly, continuously. Okay. So apart from regression testing, we are going to use this automated testing to identify the stress point of view. Okay. And to check if the system is going to carry more risk when the organization capacity or not. Okay. So by doing automated testing, we can test more data within less time and with accurately and within less cost. Okay. Now, if you ask me which one is better, whether manual or automated, so we can't say. Both are like same two eyes. Okay. So like see, some projects won't support to automated testing. At that time, we have to give manual testing. And some projects will support to automated testing. But if you do testing in a manual process, it will give more and more results. The data will be accurate and everything. Why? Because in manual testing, we are going to keep the functionalities or everything values manually. But in automated testing, it is a scripted. Whatever the value we kept in script, it will take. So manual testing will use more and more bugs. Okay. Now, here we have some pros and cons related to manual testing and automated testing. So what are the advantages for manual testing means anyone can test, easiest ways to improve quality and great for people who may not have formal testing experience and focused on the customer's workflow primarily. And then Advantages of automated testing are faster test cycles, able to identify more defects in shorter time frame, and saves companies money after the third time the test cases are run, and is an excellent way to meet the testing needs of agile development. So easy to focus on all possible workflows, higher product quality over manual testing. And coming to cons, may not identify all test cases, may not identify all defects, lower product quality because of higher defect count. And disadvantages of automated testing are test scripts typically written by automation testing scripter requires manual test cases to be written first that are then automated, and requires automation testing platform not cost effective for less than 3 test cycles. Okay, so just go through the notes once, and after that I will explain some other topics. Okay, you can go through from here.
Done.
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 So this is the difference between quality assistance and quality control. So quality assurance is a process oriented practice, and quality control is a product oriented process. And quality assurance makes sure the process of manufacturing the product does adhere to standards, and quality control makes sure the end product meets the quality requirements. And quality assurance can be identified as a proactive process, and quality control is a reactive process. Okay.
Done.
Done. Done.
Okay. Now let us see what is unit testing and integration testing in system integration testing. So unit testing means we are going to test each and every module. For example, if you are doing a project under iterative process, so we are going to divide the project into modules and we will check each and every module. That is nothing but unit testing. And integrated testing means if you combine all the modules and do testing, that will become integrated testing. Okay. Then system integration testing means this we are going to do on UAT server, and this integration testing we are going to do on testing server, and this we are going to do on UAT server with real-time data, and this integration testing we are going to do with dummy data. Okay. Then next one is what are the different areas of testing. So we have three different areas, that is nothing but black box testing, white box testing, and gray box testing. Okay. So black box testing means here we are going, this is also known as functional testing, and we are going to do only testing to the functionality. That means we are going to the tester who is going to do black box testing, he will take the role of an end user and we will do only functional testing. Like he will take whatever all the inputs and he will check whether the system is giving proper output or not. Okay. So he won't touch any coding part. He is not going to put a testing related to any coding. So the tester who is going to do black box testing, it is not mandatory for him to have coding knowledge or programming knowledge. Okay. Then next one is white box testing. So in under white box testing, we are going to check the internal logic of the system. That means here the tester is going to check the coding, whatever the code that is given by the developer is correct or not. So he will open the source code and he will check. So it is also known as structural testing, mirror testing, open box testing. Here the tester should have some testing knowledge, some programming knowledge or coding knowledge. Okay. Then gray box testing is nothing but the combination of both white box and black box. So here the tester is going to check the functionality along with the internal logic of the system. Okay. So here also the tester who is going to do this testing, that is gray box testing, should have the knowledge of coding or programming. Okay. So these are the three different areas of testing you can see here. So one circle represents the black box, another circle represents the white box, and combination of both is gray box. Okay. So and next coming to different types of testings. So the first one is regression testing. So what is regression testing means? Like making the testing to a system after code change to see if the impact of code changes is showing impact on other these modules or not. Okay. So regression testing is nothing but doing testing after code change. That is nothing but regression testing. Okay. So let me explain with a with example. Now, once if the developer develops the code, we are going to keep that in the testing process. We will check whether the code has developed properly or not. Now, let us say ATM application system. We are developing that, and developer has developed the code, and then it went to testing, and testing team has tested, and testing team says so everything is working fine, but only we have some bugs in perform transaction. Now the same thing will be explained to the developer. Now what the developer will do, developer will open the source code and is going to do some modifications in the perform transaction to fix the bugs. Okay. So after doing modifications, in case if the bug is fixed, then developer say, yeah, we have rectified this. Then again, the testers are going to do testing. That testing is nothing but regression testing. So here the testers are going to test whether the bug is fixed or not. In case if the bug is fixed, all other requirements should work in the same way how they have worked before doing the code change. Okay. So we are going to check whether this code change is showing impact on other modules and requirements or not. Okay. So that is nothing but regression testing. Then next one is positive testing. So positive testing means we are going to check the system only with positive values. So the objective of doing positive testing is to see if the system is giving bugs where it is supposed to give, and to check if the system is not giving bugs where it is not supposed to give. Okay. So here we are going to do only with positive testing. For example, now I want to test a age field. So generally in age field we are going to take numbers. So I will take the numbers and test. Like in age field I will take 20, 21, 35, 42, 64. In this way I will give randomly and I will test. If the system is taking, then positive testing is pass. If the system is not taking, then positive testing is fail. Now, another example is if the client gives a condition saying that my password should be of minimum of 8 characteristics and there should be one upper characteristic. Now to do positive testing, so I will take minimum 8 characteristics and ensure there should be one upper characteristics. I will take 10 characteristics and check. I will take 12 characteristics and check. So that is nothing but positive testing. Okay. In the same way, we will have negative testing. What is negative testing means? Here it is exactly opposite to the positive testing. Okay. So we are going to take negative values to do testing. So the objective of doing negative testing is to see if the system is giving bugs where it is not supposed to give, and to check if the system is not giving bugs where it is supposed to give. Okay. For example, now if I want to test the age field in negative testing, I will take alphanumerics or numerics. I will take A1, B2, C3 in this way and check. And in the same way, I will take alphabets in age field like A, B, C, D, B, F in this way. So the system should not take this. The system should give error. In case if the system is not giving error, then negative testing is fail. Okay. In the same way, if I say the password should be minimum of 8 characteristics and there should be one uppercase. So to do negative testing, first I will give below 8 characteristics and I will take one uppercase and test. So the system should not take. In case if it is taking means negative testing is fail. In the same way, I will take above 8 characteristics and I won't take one upper characteristic. Again, the system should give error. In case if it is taking means negative testing is getting failed. Okay, so these are the different testings. Okay, so just go through the notes once.
Done.
Done. Done.
Done. Done.
Done.
Done.
Okay, so here are there are many points related to comparison between black box, gray box, and white box. So I already given this comparison in soft copy of notes. Once you get soft copy of notes, you can go through this. Okay. Now I will show you how to write a test case. So as I said, this is the responsibility of the tester. So as I said, I'm going to explain the concept of testing from BA perspective. So just I will read, you listen. So a test case is a documentation which specifies input values, expected output, and the preconditions for executing the test. Every tester writes test cases. However, many times the test cases are rejected by reviewers because of bad quality. In order to write good test cases, one should know what are the characteristics of a good test case. So characteristics of a good test case are should be accurate and test what it is intended to test. No unnecessary steps should be included in it. It should be reusable. It should be traceable to requirements. It should be compliant to regulations. It should be independent, and it should be simple and clear. Okay. So these are the tips for writing good test cases. Like test only one thing, organize your test cases consistently, write independent test cases, write small test cases, and these are the standard fields which you can see in a test case template. So like you can identify test case ID, test priority, like low, medium or high, and module name, test designed by, designed date, executed by, execution date, test title name, and then test summary, then preconditions, dependencies, test steps, test data, expected result, post condition, actual result, and status. Okay. So these are the fields that you will see. So let me show you the format so that you can understand. So this is how the testers are going to prepare this text plan template. Okay. So in this way, you have table of contents, introduction and objective, scope, and what kind of testing they are doing, what hardware requirements they want, and what kind of environment. So what is test schedule, and everything will be explained by the testers. Okay. So generally this will be of 3 to 4 pages, but it is of 7 pages. So this document, the reason why I have taken this format is it explains. So including description, it is there, what to do and everything. In case if you want to keep some testing experience in your resume, so I will be forwarding this document to you. So you can just keep this document as a reference. Okay, I will forward it to you. You can go through this. Then next one is text case template. So this is how the test case template looks like. Okay, so here in this way you can see the fields. So I said the test case template will contain test case ID, system designed by, executed by, short description, test case name, subsystem design date, execution date, preconditions, test steps. Okay, then post conditions. So here we have an example. You can check, like this test case is nothing but test ATM change pin service. So test case is 2.2, system is ATM designed by, and then test case name is change pin, and then subsystem is pin, then design date is so and so, executed date. So preconditions are the user has a valid ATM card, the user has access to the ATM by placing his ATM card in the machine. So the current pin is 1234. So the system displays the main menu. Okay. So once it displays the main menu, these are the action steps which we have to do. So first one is click the change pin button. So in case if you click the change pin button, the system should show this message. The system displays a message asking the user to enter the new pin. So in case if you get this message, so this is pass. We are going to keep it as pass. Then enter all files. So when you enter all files, the system displays a message asking the user to confirm re-enter the new pin. In case if this message is displayed, we will say the test is passed. In case if the message is not displayed, we will say the test is failed. And in comments, we will write what kind of error you are getting. Okay. Then re-enter all files. Then the system displays a message of successful operation. The system asks if the user want to perform other operation. Then click X button. The system displays the main menu. Then check post condition 1. Okay. That is nothing but the new pin, all files is saved in the database. So this is how we are going to write the test cases. That means the testers. So in real time scenarios, in this way we used to prepare. That means, as I said, the BA will be giving the scenarios, business scenarios. So only this part the BA will give. So the BA will ask the tester, so to test borrower registration, loan origination, rescind, partial payment, void partial payment, buyback. So only the BA will give this, and what the tester will do is going to give a unique ID. Then he will fill up all this. So you will say what are the preconditions, description, expected result, actual result, pass, fail, and executed by, and remarks. So this is nothing but preparing the text scenarios, text cases. So here the borrower, the tester is going to give borrower should have preconditions is borrower should have a unique SSN number, active checking account, proof of a regular income, proper identification. Then description. So borrowers who require short-term loan offer payday loan, which is given based on the salary, based on a collateral, can register with Q fund. Okay. Then expected result is if all the mentioned documents are clear and satisfy preconditions, then system should allow for borrower registration. Once borrower is registered, the status of borrower should be inactive and the loan and check status should be null. Okay. Then actual result. So if borrower is registered, then it is pass. Then the person who has executed. So in case if it is getting fail, here we are going to specify in remarks what kind of error we are getting. So in this way, the tester is going to give a unique ID and prepares all this and do testing and update the result to the BA. Okay. Then, so here I am going to send a PPT to you. Okay. So in case if you want to have complete testing process, how it works end to end and what happens in each and every process. So I will be sending this PPT. So you put this PPT with you and go through this. So here I have explained in complete testing process what happens. So test case preparation, test environment setup, build deployment, performing smoke testing, test execution, defect reporting, then retesting, sign off test environment, work product delivery to client, artifacts. So these are all the steps, and in subsequent PPT I have explained what is test case preparation, what are the steps. So what is test environment, what are the steps. Okay, so everything I have explained. I am going to send this PPT. You can go through this if you want to have more and more testing experience and show it on the resume. Okay, then along with this I am going to send this also, steps for deployment. So this explains once testing has been completed, how that items will be deployed into the production. So this is the complete process. Okay. So here you can see first the project manager is going to keep a mail to the dev lead, development lead. So he will ask the items that are there for the production release. Okay. Then development lead will allocate, suppose there are 10 items, he will allocate all those relevant items to the developers. Then developers are going to perform testing in the development server. Then download development lead, so he's going to do code review and confirm to the bill manager to merge the files. Okay. Then bill manager, what he will do is he will merge related files and deploys the bill and confirm to QA lead through an email seeking sign off. Then QA lead will allocate these items to the QAs for testing. Then QA will be testing in the testing server. Okay. Then QA lead will send an email containing the test report with pass fail status to dev lead and bill manager. So in case if there are any failed items, okay, so if there are no failed items, directly the bill manager will commit the merged files and pass items and deploy the bill to the production and sends an email to the lead. Then the PM, the project manager, will send an email to the client containing the release note with the list of items deployed in the production and the on-site. In case if there are failed items, so we will check whether we have time to fix them or not. In case if you don't have time, we will remove the failed items, and whatever the items that are failed, then we will send it to the client. Okay. So this is how the deployment process goes in. So I'm going to forward this also to your email IDs. Then yeah, so this is all about our testing process. So I will be sending the recording video and soft copy of notes. You can go through that, and next week we will see with module number 12. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.